I am now going to be melting down Woods Metal. Woods Metal has a melting point of 70 degrees Celsius or 158 degrees Fahrenheit. The Woods Metal is right here in this container. What I am going to do is take a smaller tube. I'm going to melt the metal down, and then it's going to go into the smaller tube right here. I'm going to take the sticker off of that and put it on this so I don't get it mixed up with any other containers. The metal is in tiny pieces. I'm going to melt it down and put it in here as best I can in one piece. From this container it can be knocked out because this is a flexible kind of plastic. Because I'm using 158 degree water, I put a spoon into this glass container. I'm going to pour the boiling water into here when it hits about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. The reason the spoon is here, it's the same thing restaurants do. All the heat from the water will go into the spoon instead of cracking the glass. Then I'll remove the spoon to melt the metal because this may affect the metal. You don't want to put metal near it while it's in its molten form. The water is at 175 Fahrenheit. I'm going to wait until it gets to 200. The thermometer should always be in mid-water and not touching the bottom to make sure it's accurate. The water is now at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to pour the water this time in before the metal to make sure the glass doesn't crack. That's what the spoon is there for. Remove the spoon now and drop the metals in. They're already melting in there. Now I'm going to take the tube it's going in and another tube to stabilize it. When I pour it in at the sink, there's going to be a Tupperware container underneath it in case any of it's lost. This may take a minute to melt. It's about 30 seconds later. This metal did take a little bit longer to melt because of its higher melting point. Now I'm going to head over to the sink before I can pour it into the new container. Here's at the sink for the water can escape, but in case I spill any, it'll stay in this container. This metal, I'm not sure if it'll have drippage. If it does, that means it'll get stuck in the spout a little bit, and when it hardens, I'll have to pick it off to mix it in with the rest. Towards the end of this, you have to pour faster to try to prevent that as much as possible. Not too bad when it came to drippage. There's only one piece stuck in there. When that hardens, I'll just take the tweezers and put it in with the rest. Now I'm going to take cold tap water, which I measured today. It was now 45 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to drop this container into there to quickly speed up the process. I'll leave it down in there for about 1 minute, and then I'll put the stuff back together. This time I didn't spill any of it outside of the container. Here's the left behind piece. Grab that with the tweezers. Put it in with the rest. Because it's still wet in the container, I'm going to leave the cover off for about a day before it can air out as best as possible.